Did you know that the remains of Noah's Ark might still exist on Earth today? Today, we are going to dive into this great mystery and discover exactly where this giant wooden megastructure is located. We will look at the Torah, the Quran, the Bible, and other Abrahamic texts to piece together the clues. Let's see if we can pull its exact coordinates right out of history. If you love this kind of mysterious and historical content, subscribe to the channel right now. And before you watch the video to the end, tell me in the comments, which holy book do you think pinpointed the Ark's location most accurately? Alright, let's get into the story. Thousands of years ago, when darkness and cruelty covered the earth, a man named Noah was inspired to start the greatest engineering project of the ancient world, building a giant ship right in the middle of dry land. People laughed at him, but the day came when the sky split open and the earth flooded. A massive storm buried all civilizations, mountains, and arrogant people under tons of water. The only survivors were the passengers of that wooden ship. After months of drifting on terrifying waves, the waters finally went down, and the Ark came to rest on a mountain. This was the fresh start of human history. But the question is, where exactly was that mountain? And can we find it today? To find this ship, we need to look at humanity's oldest documents, the holy books. Let's see what address each one gives us. The Torah and the Bible, the mountains of Ararat. In the book of Genesis, chapter 8, verse 4, it clearly states, "And on the 17th day of the 7th month, the ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat." For centuries, Christians and Jews have been looking for this ship on the 5,137-metre peak of Mount Ararat in modern-day eastern Turkey. But here is a subtle historical point. The word Ararat in ancient languages didn't refer to a specific peak, but to a vast region known as the Kingdom of Urartu. The Holy Quran, Mount Judy. Now let's look at the Quran. The Quran gives a much more precise and pinpointed address. In Surah Hud, verse 44, we read, "And the ship came to rest on Mount Judy." Where is Mount Judy? This mountain, which is about 2,100 metres high, is located in southeastern Turkey in the Şırnak province, near the borders of Syria and Iraq. Ancient Aramaic and Syriac texts. Interestingly, ancient Aramaic translations of the Torah, as well as historical texts from ancient Mesopotamian civilizations, actually confirm the Quran's account. They say the resting place of the Ark was the mountains of Kardu, which is the exact same area as Mount Judy. Now that we have the addresses, what have modern archaeologists actually found? There are two main spots in the world considered as the possible locations of Noah's Ark. The frozen peak of Ararat. In 2010, an exploration team claimed they found giant wooden chambers under thick layers of ice at an elevation of 4,000 metres on Mount Ararat. Carbon dating suggested they were 4,800 years old. However, many scientists believe wood simply cannot survive for thousands of years, even under ice, and these structures might just be the ruins of old temples. The amazing Durupinar site. But the most fascinating discovery happened in 1959. A Turkish pilot taking aerial photos saw a massive, strange shape on the ground. It was an oval bump that looked exactly like the skeleton of a giant ship. The length of this earthen structure is exactly 150 metres, which perfectly matches the dimensions of Noah's Ark mentioned in historical books. 3D radar scans of this area have even shown structures that look like wooden beams, walls, and ancient nails buried right under the soil. The Quran gave the exact address of Judy, and the Torah pointed to the Ararat region. Today, archaeological findings in an area between these two mountains, the Durupinar site, bring us closer than ever to finally finding Noah's Ark. Maybe this huge earthen structure is the very same rescue ship that saved humans and animals from nature's greatest fury. Now it's your turn. As I asked at the beginning of the video, head down to the comments and let me know. Based on this evidence, do you really think the Durupinar site is Noah's Ark? Or is the secret of this ship still hidden under the ice of Ararat? If you enjoyed this historical journey, don't forget to like the video. To see more videos about the mysteries of history and holy books, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Until the next video, take care.